Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day. This is Roanne. Hope you guys are having a great day today. And you're, well, I'm trying to choose my words. Okay. So happy Sunday, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. And today's topic is love, courage, and your health. So let's start at the end. I actually had a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to try to keep this concise though, so that I'm not rambling and this makes sense. Now, emotions impact your health. That is a fact. It has been shown. There have been cases of people that can't walk because they suffered something traumatic or have developed some ailment because of some emotional association to something. So it's really important for us to be mindful of how we are perceiving things that happen in our life. And, that's really the important thing. It's because it might not be traumatic to someone else, but to me or to you, this incident could be like the worst thing that ever happened in our life because of our expectation of it and it not meeting that expectation. So that's my little segue. So I shared it on my timeline this morning. So if you're not a Super Soul Sunday watcher or you missed this morning's, go back and look at it. It was Oprah, two of my really favorite mentors, I would call them that. Dr. Maya Angelou it was a replay, but it was with Dr. Maya Angelou. And one of the favorite things, I read this quote from her quite a few years ago, but it always stuck. When I heard it this morning again, I was like, yes. Oh, it's not an easy truth, but it is a truth, and it's one that makes us better when we embrace it. And she said that without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. And that is so true, because it's not always easy in life to do what we think is the right thing to do. What we feel is the right thing, what we know is the right thing to do. It's not always easy at all. If it were easy, we'd all be in so much of a better place as a human species. So we need courage for that. We have to practice courage in order to practice all those other things. Which leads me to love. Now, and this is you'll find this quote on my Facebook page. It's by a gentleman by the name of Pierre Reverdy. I think I'm saying his name right. And it says, there are only proofs of love. Now, think about it. I want you to know that I love you. And so I do what I think would let you know that I love you. Whether it's I buy you gifts or, I tell you all the time or whatever it is that I do. But if my action is not what you perceive as love, then, maybe you'll know, but maybe you won't. And there is the weight in his quote, in his statement, that there are only proofs of love. The only way someone's going to really know you love them is if you're doing the thing that they value. If it's not important to them, then it doesn't matter. So, hence communication. Communication is very important, because if you don't know what's important to this other person, then how then do you let them know that you really do love them? You have to do the thing that is important to them. You have to show them the proof that you love them by doing the thing that is important to them. So, while, and I've said this, love is my MO. Hence, communication is really, really important. And it takes courage to communicate. It takes courage to ask questions that might be perceived as silly or whatever. So, I encourage you guys out there to practice courage. I am going to do the same. And maybe this will be for next week's Let's Chat, because I've been faced with, I'm not sure it's so much being faced with a decision, because I've decided that I'm going to address it. I don't think I can address this particular issue in one big fail swoop for myself, but I can take steps toward it, which is what I also encourage people to do. Instead of trying to make the one big change all of a sudden, you take a step and then another and then another, and before you know it, you will have progressed far away from where you were and will be much closer to where you want to be. And that also takes courage, even taking that one step sometime. So with that, be in integrity, speak the truth. Be mindful of your emotions, because they do affect your health. A little thing going there. Be mindful of your emotions. Be mindful of how the story you assign to incidents in your life, which create what you perceive that to be. Be mindful of that. Okay. Have the courage to do the hard things sometimes, to ask the hard questions, to take the seemingly hard action, even if it's that one little step. And be loving. Be loving to yourself. Be loving to those around you. And happy Mother's Day to everyone. I wish you all a wonderful, happy, healthy, loving week. Bye.